Happy Halloween.
Hello, this is Manny, and you're listening to Feliz Christmas, Merry Navidad, the bilingual, multilingual Christmas podcast. Happy Halloween, everybody. All right, Halloween is over. Halloween is over. It's officially November 1st. You know what that means? It's the official Christmas podcast day. But before we get way, way, way ahead of the episode, how was your Halloween? My Halloween was very special. My mom and grandma are here visiting us. And we had a lot of trick or treaters, and we ran out of the big size candy bars, and we ran out of the colorful candy. But the good bite sized candy, it's not attractive to trick or treaters. I don't get it. They like the big bars, and they like the little cheap, colorful ones, which is pretty awesome. And I'm still amazed that kids ask how how much candy could they take. And honestly, it's awesome. I mean, you tell them grab a handful, and they just grab another one, but it is what it is. I love to see educated kids. I love to see kids having fun. We had ballerinas, we had princesses, we had cheerleaders, but the best thing I saw today was a kid and his parents dressed as Ghostbusters. Like, that was awesome. The mom was a marshmallow man, and the dad was holding the gun with Slimer. So that thing was it was pretty good, pretty good. And well, I mean, if you want to tell me how your Halloween was, you could go to our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or send me an email and let me know. But I am cutting this out right here. Let's go directly. Let's start receiving Christmas because Christmas season is not long enough. So, enough Halloween. That was your Halloween intro. That was my Halloween story. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. So, let's go with Christmas. All right. I am bringing back, obviously, everybody knows that we're going to bring back the paid forward Santa Tracker. I'm trying to work some kinks out. Santa Tracker Enhance or Santa Tracker. We are going to have it. And I'm not going to go do any more segments until I'll probably wing it. We have a lot of things from past 2 years that we haven't tried. So we're obviously going to be participating in other podcasts. You could also catch me today with Jerry Davila and more and others in the Christmas National Christmas Podcast Day episode, which we're going to be talking about the 1985 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That was awesome, and that's going to be on in just a few. But without further ado, let me see what I could gather from the North Pole because I did receive some information that they're already doing a lot of testing and there's a lot of things going on over there. So let's go. All right. When I say let go, I should have just loaded the server and the camera and then go over there. Hey, we didn't say goodbye to Spook, but he seems to be offline. Oh man, he said he was gonna let us look at the cameras. Oh man, Spook. Oh come on, guys. That's not funny, man. I know I should have gone ready more, but all right. So let's go the old way. Try to see the main camera for the North Pole to see how the Santa tracker's going, to see the activities. All right, all right. All right. Ooh, what is this?
Hey, what do you think you're looking at? Yeah, you.
Oh, wait, who's that?
Alright, press your orange button, Manny.
Orange button. Oh, I have an orange button. Look at that. Who are you? Are you Spook?
Yeah, my name's not really Spook, it's Eddie. What's up, Manny?
What's up, Manny? Gotcha.
Ah, come on. You fell for that?
Your name's Eddie?
Yeah, of course. What else would it be?
Oh, so this was a trick and a treat. Nice. All right, so Spook, Eddie, whatever you want to call yourself, what do you have for us?
Alright, so last time we came by, I told you the elves are coming, the elves are coming, so the elves are here. Here, we're gonna take over for your Santa tracker. We're gonna give you all the information, all the inside information, and we're gonna make your Santa tracker even better than it is. We're gonna have a test flight in a week. Santa's gonna be testing out his new sleigh. Well, his new gadgets on his sleigh. He's gonna be flying all over Canada, US. Also, he's gonna be flying over Japan and China, Australia. But in about 2 weeks, I'm gonna give you the times where he's gonna be flying over different cities so the kids could go out and see. And this is faster than a shooting star, guys. So you have to be out there, get your cameras ready, because it is gonna be fun. And you wanna know a little secret? These test flights go on a few times a month. But you gotta be a real Christmas believer to actually see these, because everybody sees them. Oh no, it's just an airplane. It's a very fast airplane. Have you ever seen an airplane go that fast? Mm-mm. I haven't.
Well, that's pretty awesome. What about toys? What are you going to show me like and explain what happens in your shops?
I mean, if that's what the listeners want, we could give you the whole tour. I mean, we're starting Christmas today, so we can have a lot of things to talk about. But here's a little disclaimer, because kids, you're writing some weird letters lately. We do not make PlayStations or any type of video games. We don't make that here. We make cars, we make roller skates, we make bicycles, we make skis, we make sleighs, we make dog houses, we make dog toys, but we don't make electronics because Santa does not deliver electronics. Keep that in mind. I have about 1,000,000 letters wanting an iPad. I mean, I could give you an eye patch. If you want to be a pirate, ha!
Hey, we're on the same page. I've been saying it for years. But so we have scheduled flights. And are we recording or are you going to give us information to go on Facebook?
Well, you could record. It's awesome. Like, look, right now. Look at that. They're hovering the sleigh with no reindeer. You know what that means? There's a lot of believers because that thing is flying on its own. I mean, it's only going to go up and down, but keep the magic coming. Christmas magic is so special. and I'm so happy that you have a National Christmas Podcast Day because we get started earlier. So, is this a Manny thing? Does it sound pretty convincing?
Well, it's actually a Christmas podcaster thing, so you know, I just joined in on the fun, and I'm really glad that I'm gonna be in 2 episodes for Feliz Christmas, Merry Navidad, and one for Totally Rad Christmas. But hey, I have a lot of gifts for you guys. I have a lot of surprise, and I have a few things to share with you. So here we go.
I'm getting a gift?
I mean, yeah, you and everybody else are getting a gift.
That is so awesome. Usually I'm the one that makes the gifts that you get. Oh, and kids, you know what else we make here? Beautiful sweaters. But everybody calls them ugly, right? Yeah. Awesome.
Hey, an ugly sweater is beautiful. So if that comes from North Pole, can I place an order?
It depends if you're on the nice list. If not, you're gonna get a real ugly sweater. Coal color.
All right, Spook or Eddie, or I'm confused, man. Please don't come up with another name the next time we record.
No. It's Eddie. You can call me Spook.
All right, Mr. Spook or Mr. Eddie. We will be coming back over here later on as soon as you send me a confirmation that we're going to be doing these test flights. But for now, let's get our listeners something they were not expecting. I mean, neither was I, but thanks to all the people that made this happen.
All right, all the people that made this happen, thank you for bringing this on for the listeners. Hey, and don't forget, Feliz Christmas, Merry Navidad.
You got that right. All right, everybody. And here's something that I threw out for some of the Christmas podcasters to answer. And you could participate because we could have this all the way to Christmas. And here's this question. What was that Christmas gift that you always wanted? And did you get it? Let me know. And also, what would be a small gesture from you to brighten someone's day? And don't forget, you can send that to Manny at FCMNpodcast.com. And our first submission comes from Scott from Holly Dolly Masu, your destination for Japanese Christmas music. So, here's Scott.
Hey Manny, this is Scott from Holly Jolly Xmasu, your podcast destination for Japanese Christmas music. I wanted to send you my memory of a Christmas gift that I really wanted but didn't think I'd get. With A Christmas Story Christmas coming out this year, I thought this memory was particularly appropriate. It was 1989, I was 17 years old, and more than anything, I wanted a shotgun. I'd been going out camping with my uncles, shooting, and just having a blast out on the range. And I begged my parents for it. They didn't think it was a good gift. They didn't think I was ready for it. So I really didn't think I'd get it. That year, it was the first year I had regular income. I really went all out, bought everyone some fantastic gifts. And Christmas morning, to be honest, was pretty lackluster. We got done opening gifts, and I just didn't get anything that I was really hoping for. So we're sitting around the tree, everybody's enjoying their gifts, and my dad asks me how my Christmas was. And I said, well, I guess it was okay. He asked if I got everything I wanted, and I kind of hemmed and hawed. And that's when he said, well, what's that over there? And standing behind our washstand was this long box that I hadn't seen previously. It was just like a Christmas story. I went over, opened it up, and there was my 410 shotgun. It turned into a fantastic Christmas. And thankfully, I didn't shoot my eye out. As for a small gesture to brighten someone's day, I've been lucky enough over the years that this has happened to me a couple times. I was at the store around Christmas, and the person in front of me came up a little short and couldn't pay for their entire order. I went ahead and paid for the items they couldn't afford. The money generally wasn't a big deal to me, but it was a huge deal to the people I helped. As thrilled as they were, I think it mattered just as much to me because in each case it was during a rough spell, and it really helped put me back in the Christmas spirit. Hopefully these Christmas memories of mine can do the same for a couple people out there. Thanks, Manny, and Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yes, Scott actually said the correct name for his podcast. And from Take a Chic Peek podcast, here's Charlene.
Hello, everyone. I'm Charlene, host of Take a Chic Peek. And when asked the question of what is the Christmas gift that I always wanted, the first thought in my mind was Dream Dancer. I wanted Dream Dancer so much that I really remember it from back in the 80s. And my mom waited in line to get it. I didn't know that at the time, but as the years went on, my mom told me about how she waited in line and she was going back and forth to different stores trying to make sure she got Dream Dancer for me, and she did. And a small gesture from me to brighten someone's day. I always think of charity right away at this time of year especially, but an even smaller gesture for me is to just pay for someone behind me in the drive-thru. I tend to do it in drive-thru more because I can just do it and then go on and the person doesn't even know it happened until I'm away. And I kind of feel a little bit like Santa when I do it. It brightens their day, hopefully, and definitely brightens mine. So that's what I tend to do more often at holiday time, but I probably should do it more often all throughout the year. Thank you guys so much for listening, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too, Charlene. All right. And now, here's a submission that is very similar to the one or one of the ones I was going to share. So I'm going to skip it just because this guy, like it or not, you know, you like it or not, we are very similar and I do enjoy that. Here's one of my favorite human beings on the face of the earth. Very honest podcaster, Mr. CJ from Christmas Conversations.
What's up, Manny? And what's up to everybody listening to Feliz Christmas, Merry Navidad? Manny has asked us to send in a recording and to talk about one of the gifts we wanted the most and if we received it. So there was a gift I wanted for a couple of years. I didn't get it at the time. It was the N64. It was out for a couple of years. I was at the age where I was kind of aware that we were one of those families that didn't really have a lot of money. So it was a pipe dream every year. I would put it on my list, and I didn't get it, and I was okay with that, So 1999 came around. Again, I put it on my list. I was still a kid watching TV on a 13-inch black and white television that was years and years old, and I was totally okay with playing N64 on that TV. And I open up this gift and it's finally the N64. I'm staring at it and I'm like, oh, I cannot believe this. I was so stoked. And I'm getting ready. I bring it to my room. I'm going to hook it up on my TV. And my mom's like, oh, there's one more gift left. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, let me just hook this up first. She's like, no, just open this first. I was like, okay, all right. That sounds good. So I go and I open up this gift, and it's a 15-inch color television. And I just broke down because to me that was like, you could have given me an 85-inch TV in these times and I wouldn't have been as happy as I was at that time just to get that 15-inch TV. And I look back on it and I do get a little emotional because it was such a special time. And it was not only my mom that made it happen and also Santa. It was also my grandmother who made it happen, who made a lot of stuff happen for me as a kid. And unfortunately we lost her, and I still have my mom here, so I appreciate her, and I appreciate my grandmother for making so many Christmas miracles happen. So that's a gift I wanted and I didn't get for a while, but it finally happened. And it really, I didn't need to know it was from Santa to really spark my Christmas love and Christmas magic. Just it was a good day. Also, Manny wants to know what I would do or what someone could do to really, spruce up someone's day. And I learned this one time when I was at the hospital. I was having stomach issues. I had a surgery. It's non-invasive, really, nothing too serious. But I guess what happened was serious after. I did start to, bleed internally, but nothing too crazy. But they needed to monitor me. So I was getting better in the hospital, and a nurse was, they had a IV in me, and they have to change it every couple of days because I was in there about 10 days. And I remember she was being so gentle with me. And I just said to her, I said, "Oh, you're the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you." And she cried. I guess it was just a bad day for her. She had been dealing with some rude people that she was helping. And she just thanked me and said, like, "I really appreciate that." And it always stuck with me. So what I've done since then is when you meet somebody and they've not only just done something for you, but they've done something to impact your life, no matter how big or small, just let them know what they did and that you appreciate it, because a lot of people love knowing that they're appreciated and being acknowledged and being seen, because we live in a world now where it's just screens and there's not a lot of face-to-face contact or appreciation. I mean, it's still there, but we live in a social media age where it's more toxic most times. So I find when you really reach out to somebody and truly let them know that what they mean to you and what you appreciate about them, and even something that they do really good, just let them be seen and heard. I think that it goes a long way. So this Christmas, if you know somebody who might be lonely, or you think is lonely, or just some people get those moods, and some people deal with mental health, whether it be depression or anxiety or both, if you know that they suffer with it, reach out to them and just let them know what you appreciate about them, because you never know what those words might mean to somebody. So I'd say to cheer somebody up, just let them know what they mean to you. All right, I'll see you soon, Manny.
Thank you so much, CJ, for that submission. And those of us that have our moms, and especially our grandma, still with us, don't take any second for any second, any minute, any blink of an eye for granted, which is why I am going to hurry up and edit this real quick. Yes, I am editing, but I am going to do a great job for you guys and give you this great episode. And I'm going to go downstairs and spend some time with my mom and grandma, which are here on vacation, to visit my wife and me. But I have a few more submissions, and this one comes from the godfather of the Christmas podcast world. And at the rate he's going, he's gonna be the godfather of podcasts, because he is branching out. Guys, I mean, should I even say who he is? Yeah, it's Mr. Jerry Davila from Totally Rad Christmas.
Hey, this is Jerry D from Totally Rad Christmas. The present that I wanted most when I was little was the Voltron Matchbox diecast, that real heavy-duty metal one figure. And I actually did get it on Christmas morning. Santa brought it to me, and that was amazing. And what I like to do to make, someone's day better, especially during the Christmas season, is just to record a little something, usually just me and my guitar, and just singing a little verse of a Christmas carol or something, and just say, "Hey, I'm thinking of you, Merry Christmas," and that seems to do the trick. So anyway, I hope that helps, and if you can sing, awesome. If you can't, well, do it anyway, and maybe someone will have a little laugh. Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you so much, Jerry, for that. Buddy, I'm going to leave the singing to you. And well, this next submission, it's obvious I left it for last for obvious reasons. And if you don't get it, well, this is Charlie with Closer to Christmas podcast. And if I put this at the end of the recording, it means that by the time you hear it, you're actually closer to Christmas. And if you're closer to Christmas, I'm closer to Christmas. Take it away, Charlie.
Hey Manny, this is Charlie from the Closer to Christmas podcast. A toy that I wanted growing up was the Thunder Punch He-Man action figure. I asked for it for a few years. I never did get it from Santa. I don't know if it was something he was not able to make in the workshop or just couldn't find, but I did get it a few years later with my own money. So I did get the toy, just not for Christmas. And one thing that I like to do as a gesture to make someone's day a little brighter, I'll just ask people if they need help or if they need anything. I know sometimes people are afraid to ask for help, so I always just put it out there. So thank you for all that you do, Manny, and I hope everybody has a good National Christmas Podcast Day. Talk to you later.
Thank you so much, Charlie. And yeah, he said it. Happy National Christmas Podcast Day, everybody. And don't forget, you could find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at FCMN Podcast. You could also go to our website, fcmnpodcast.com, to submit your recording. If you want to be on my podcast, it's really, really easy. Just send it to Manny at fcmnpodcast.com. Hey, and guys, all it takes is a little gesture to brighten somebody's day. We have some suggestions from our Christmas podcasters, and if you have your suggestions, if you have anything, hey, just shoot it our way. But for now, Feliz Christmas, Merry Navidad.